Hello, everyone. So today I wanted to give you some advice on how to organize your overage list and what you can do to systemize. I'm going to show you what I did when I first started as opposed to what I do now. So for those that are trying to go about this on their own and trying to figure things out, this is just a video on how to organize your files. But this particular video is just specifically on states. And then, I'll show you how like do different files for different counties. But I wanted to kind of show you like when I first started, like what I did and then why I switched over to Google Drive. So I also use Google Drive, when I'm teaching like my cohorts. I use my Google Drive for all my case files for my overages. So I'm just kind of like sharing with you today, like my back office of what I do when I'm researching counties and how I keep everything organized. So I thought this was really interesting because I'm gonna see. Let's see if it lets me do this. Let's see. Okay, perfect. It does. I'm gonna go to this tab right here if it lets me do it. Well, it won't let me do it. Okay. So before, when I first started, I was just like researching, different states. As you guys can see down here below, I have a few states. And then I did all the counties and then I was doing all the links. But what I realized was I was researching like all these counties and the links. And then when I wanted to either help a student or I wanted to go do that specific county, I would click on the link and then I would forget where everything was. So this is kind of like a freebie for you guys. You guys can, screenshot these links if you want. But this is particularly Florida. Florida is a hybrid state, so not all counties are tax deeds. Some of the counties are tax deeds and tax liens, but overages can only be collected in tax deeds. So as you guys can see, I listed all the counties and then I put all the links. But what I found out was when I wanted to go like find the information with the links, it got really frustrating because I was like, dang, I forgot. I might not have worked that county. And so, some people like Excel spreadsheet. And this is kind of like an Excel spreadsheet of the counties. However, I found it a lot more advantageous. I got a little bit smarter, and this is why I'm sharing it with you so that you can cut down your time. Is I went from putting the links to the counties to actually organizing them. And so I'm going to use my favorite state, California, because I'm from California. And what I discovered about overage list is California actually has some of the largest overage claims. I mean, ranging from 5 to 600,000. I mean, you do the math on that. Even if you were collecting 20% of 500,000 on an overage claim. So I'm going to just use California because that's where I originally started. And so what I did is I basically put down the different counties that I wanted to work. Some of them I'm very familiar with, and some of them I'm not. And so I broke them down into counties. And then let me just see. I'm just going to click into this one. Let me see if I have everything. Yeah, so I have everything for this county. And so it made it a lot easier for me when I was actually first starting. Like I said before, I just showed you the other one where I had just the links. Then I got smarter and then I just started putting everything in the folder. And the good thing about this, you guys, if you are really serious about this business, is putting it in a folder in a form, because very seldomly do they change the forms. Like this county obviously updated their forms. So I had to update their forms, but every year in my course, I kind of like give people all the information. So a lot of courses is just going to give you information on how to do it. I personally, if I was on the other end, I would want someone to give me a jump start. So that's how I created my course, by giving you actually the list, the form, so that it cuts the time down on you actually making money. So for those that buy my overage course, I do have updated lists along with the claim forms and everything you pretty much need to file the claim. So instead of you having to do all the research, I pretty much do it for you, because as you can see, I have a lot of information. And that's why I last year I did the cohorts. I'm actually doing one again in August. This will probably be the last week to sign up because I like to close the class, and I know I have a few spots available if you're interested. And what I do is I do an exclusive list, excuse me, for my cohort. Um, and what I wanted to say about California, though, is that California's law is you have to wait a whole year to get the overages. So, it's one of those things, if you want to build a pipeline, it's really good. Or you could work, latter, the end part of the year. So, like if there were auctions in the beginning of the year, you're not having to wait a whole year. I'm going to use that strategy this year to see. To see if I can collect some claims in California. Like I said, California is one of the biggest, but now that I'm wanting to get a shorter turnaround, I'm trying to like not do so many in California. So I'm going to also go back and I'm going to show you, I'm going to go back to my states and let's look at Florida. I mentioned Florida earlier in this video, and these are all the counties. Now, and I don't have all the information for all the counties. Like, let's just see. Let's look up Sumter. So, like for this one, I just have the list. So, some of the counties, I will research them, and I also find out like what is needed for that county. So sometimes I just will not work that county just because it might ask me for too much, information. But what I wanted you to get from this video is like how to organize a state that you want to work, because every county is not created equal also in this overage business. I also would suggest, contacting the person. What I'm finding is in these smaller counties, it's literally just one person processing all the claims, which is really good because you could build a relationship with that person. And sometimes they're friendly and sometimes they're not. And what I mean by that is they'll tell you everything you need in order to process the claim, which makes it a lot easier on your end because all you need to do is find the claimant. Now, for those that are new, I definitely suggest, if you wanted to just dive in and not look at all the research, my course will do everything for you. In my cohort, however, which I am having that and it's coming up on August 2nd, is that I'm basically going to provide, the list, the forms and everything. And we're actually going to work claims together. And I'm just going to kind of like show you the process. But this video really was for you to organize yourself, and you can do this not only for your claimants, but also for the state and county. So I hope this video helps you organize. If you're trying to get started, like I said, I'm going to kind of recap. This is how I originally started. I like had everything like in links. And what I realized was when I click on the link, like I'll do this really quick. Like I would click on the link and it wouldn't give me all the information. And so what I got smart about it, and I just started organizing and just actually putting all the forms in the actual documents. You know what I'm saying? So like for this one, also too, let me just give you some little feedback too. Like I also like create notes. Oh, I didn't do that one. This is an old list. I guess I didn't do notes on this, but normally I'll put like notes, like if there's a contact person, but this one, I don't know why it has all the information, but this is like an old list. I haven't done Alameda County, but as you guys can see, this one was like 400,000, 180,000, 200,000. This was a bid mount. So this one's going to be a little bit less, but, California, I've noticed, has higher bids, higher overages. I'm sorry. And, here goes the claim form. So I got really smart and was like, just like putting all the documents in the actual file. So like when you're ready to work that county, you have everything that you already need. Now, once again, I'm going to recap. If this is something that you just don't want to do the research and you want it done for you, my course does provide that. I have about 4 or 5 counties that you can work with the actual list in the claim forms, along with all the additional forms that you will need to process claims. I have worked several different counties. I use one contract for every claimant, which I suggest you need. I don't know about anybody else's process, but I actually have a contract before I do anything else with my claimants. But this video is specifically on organizing your state and your counties and actually putting your forms all in one place. I hope this video is helpful. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And happy investing, you guys.